Where were you on the depth chart? Who was ahead of you at Michigan?
I think I was sixth or seventh on the depth chart. Back then, there were guys. Elvis Gerbach had just left. Todd Collins, Jay Remersma, who ended up being a tight end in the NFL with the Bills. You had Jason Carr. I mean, the other quarterback who was a scholarship quarterback was Scott Loeffler. Tom Brady wasn't there yet. That was 2 years later, but ended up having to compete with him as well. But it was a process. It took me 3 or 4 years to even sniff the field.
What did you know about Brady? So you're a junior. Brady comes in. Were you nervous about losing your job?
I was always fighting, to keep my job. The year before Tom came in, they signed the number 1 overall recruit in the country, ended up being Scott Dreisbach, who played as a freshman and went on and played for the Raiders. So every year it was, top 3 or 4 quarterback in the country. So when Tom came in and just looking at Tom, the way he looked with the long hair, he's from California, and, he's not the greatest athlete in the world. It wasn't like everybody was, oh my gosh, this is the next guy. Ultimately. So, it was an experience for me to battle and to have to earn my playing time there for sure.
Okay, but what is it though? Because Brady shows up, same thing when he went to the combine. Like nobody did anything. Nobody went, wow, oh my God, you got to see this guy. So what is it about Brady that separates him from anybody who's played this position?
Yeah, Dan, if I had to sum it up in kind of one sentence, it would be he's willing to sacrifice more than anybody else. And that sacrifice could be a number of different things, right? His diet, his time, his body. I think that's what differentiates him. And he does start from scratch every single year. When he comes to training camp, he feels like he hasn't accomplished anything. And that mindset, that mentality, that competitiveness, and that willingness to sacrifice, if I had to sum it all up, that's what makes him different. He's not out there, looking for other things to do outside of football until he retires. And who knows when he's going to retire. I think he could have his best year this year. It's all lined up for him with the team, the pieces that are back, the organization. And so there's no reason for him to stop playing until he's not enjoying it anymore. And I would say he's enjoying it more than he ever has.
Can you teach what Brady has?
I don't think so. No. I think it has to be earned. I think it has to be learned. And, he learned that through difficult experiences. I mean, it was not an easy journey for him at Michigan. People forget that he probably should have been the starting quarterback, but he was forced to split time with Drew Henson. And he had to earn everything he got. And he constantly heard that he wasn't fast enough. He wasn't big enough, didn't have a big enough arm, all those things. And that was ingrained in him, and he kept that. And so I think it's experiential for him. I don't think that's something that's innate.